Yeah, so we would like to welcome you all for the session on artificial intelligence versus human intelligence. So today, what we are trying to see is that we are trying to have some brief glimpse on the AI tools that we are using versus how the human intelligence is going to work based on the AI tools. So based on the recent drastic developments, we are aware that artificial intelligence has become one of the futuristic characteristic that has become a need for the upcoming deserves of the human life. So today, what we are trying to seek is that we are trying to have some sort of comparisons as far as the creativity and the other concerns are related to artificial intelligence. So today, what we are trying to see is that we are trying to have some sort of comparisons with regard to the artificial intelligence tools versus the comparisons that takes place with regard to the reality of the innovations that takes place as far as human intelligence is concerned. It doesn't mean that we are not supposed to use the artificial intelligence, and it doesn't mean that we are not supposed to use the human creativity as well. So the human intelligence is going to work a lot when it is aligned with artificial intelligence and related model that aligns with AI with human intelligence, which is called as the model which is relevant nowadays and which is going to have a recap of the future. That is the high model. It is a collaborated model of human intelligence along with the artificial intelligence. So these two are mapped together so that we can have a good aligned model as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. Let me just, before go ahead as far as the session is concerned, let me just showcase you some of the elements. I'll be sharing my screen. Yeah. So I think you're all see this notebook LM. We generally use the notebook LM to have some of the scenarios as far as the models are concerned. This notebook LM is going to give the outcome as far as the document is concerned or the quiz is concerned. Let me just showcase a model. I'm just opening a notebook LM. I'm just going to give one of my video to notebook LM so that it is going to regenerate the text or the context on that particular video. So previously, we have done a small video on OSA model that is concerned with triple R movie. So let me just give that particular video to this particular model, or we can use this as well. OSA that correlates or collaborates with Ramayana. So this is one of the video. Now I am going to give this particular video to the model notebook LM. It is going to regenerate some of the text on that particular video. So it is going to have the networking, the OSA model in Ramayana. So it is going to take this source presents a unique educational approach using Ramayana as analogy to explain the 7 layers of OSA model. It is going to give all the 7 layers of model, the physical layer, Lord Rama's journey on foot, the data link layer. It is going to take the video in another sense that it is not going to read the realistic video of that particular video is concerned. So what I am supposed to take is that I am supposed to take the physical concerns like Lord Rama's journey. When Lord Rama is on foot, it is going to concern with the physical layer. So it is going to say the concern is related to the data link layer. What I have suggested in that particular video is that data link layer, it is concerned with all the elements like weapons that are correlated as far as the forest is concerned. But here, what is going to generate is that it is going to generate that data link layer is concerned with only the headers and footers. It is going to deserve or generate the text in such a way that the video is not correlated with the text. So this is the major problem that we face as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. Now, if I want to generate a text or a quiz for this particular video is concerned, I want to give a quiz and I want to ask some sort of questions as far as that related video is concerned. It is going to generate the text, generate the quiz, for this particular video is concerned. See, whenever the usage of artificial intelligence is concerned, when related to the realistic or the imaginative creativity of the human mind, there is a great mismatch between AI and human mind. So this is the thing that generates. So it is in the analogy provided what specific action represents the voice model. So there is no related action as far as the video is concerned, but it is asking some sort of questions. Rama's feet touching the ground without slippers. So it is going to ask a question like this: headers and footers. What are the headers and footers? Overs and arrows mostly that are carried. So it will become headers and footers. What character actions are primarily related to the routing mechanism? What is the major routing mechanism that Hanuman traveling to Lanka? So this is one of the things. In the context of transport layer, what does 9 to 5 time specific in the war? So this is not specified in that particular video, but it is going to generate the quiz based on the rules and norms that are taking place. So Sanjeevani mission, it is not at all mentioned in that particular video, but it is going to ask the questions. So what does it mean is that whenever we want to build a quiz or some sort of questions, as far as the concern relevant video is concerned, so there is some sort of great mismatch between the major intelligence as far as the artificial intelligence is concerned. So there is some major gap that takes place as far as the AI tools are concerned. So it doesn't mean that we should not use these tools for the generation. It means we need to utilize the tools in an effective manner. Suppose I want to showcase you Lord Rama, who is going to have without foot, with the foot touched to ground, it is going to represent the physical layer in this particular video. So I want to generate an image with Lord Rama touched the foot to the ground. So I can have the recreations of this particular images. So most of the things that we want to generate or we want to use the particular code as far as AI is concerned, that should correlate with the models as far as the imaginations are concerned. The most of the 3I based, that is imagination, information, and implementation, the imagination perspective can be done with the help of AI. So this will match with so this is the image that is regenerated with AI. So the pedagogy that has been developed with the AI with relate to the imaginations can be done. But if I ask the same question to ChatGPT, I'll be using one more thing. Generate a story-based pedagogy to explain the Ramayana with OSI model. It is going to give one story that is not mapped with my learning object. So it is going to generate all the things, all the storylines, all the matters. But the thing that it is going to correlate with regard to the imagination of the human mind is quite different. The best example is that I have created one video as far as Tribler movie is concerned. So in the Tribler movie, I have regenerated the 3Rs as ride, route, and retract. When I give the same video to ChatGPT or Notebook LM, and I have asked the question to give the particular model of this particular video, it's going to say some of the aspects that may not match with that particular imagination is concerned, human imagination is concerned. So here, human imagination is going to play an important role, that in such a way that these cannot be generated with any other AI tools. It all depends on the complete imaginative skills and the skill to reflect the fluctuations of the human mind. So this is going to play a major important role as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. So the model that are going to develop in future that are correlated with AI, with human intelligence. So these two are should be mapped with each other so that we can have good generated sort of videos in future. So the major thing is that whenever there is any introspection of the concept should not be given directly to AI and using directly with AI. We can have the implementations as far as imaginative concerns are related to AI, but we cannot completely depend on the AI so that our human creativity is going to get lost. Nowadays, in the scenario of the situation, what we are trying to see is that everyone dependent on the AI. What I want to do, I want to know regarding some of the aspects as far as AI is concerned. I want to know regarding the basic artificial intelligence. I'll just click on ChatGPT and go ahead with regard to the views. So this will not generate the major creativity of the human mind. So the creativity of human mind is going to get lost because of the AI, because we are completely dependent on the AI. But it should be interdependency, not complete dependency. Then only we can have good sort of outcomes as far as AI models are concerned. So by the nature of AI, it is going to have the machine level based intelligence. So we have the natural intelligence, and this natural intelligence, it must be correlated with the machine intelligence so that we can have good generations of the outcomes as far as high models are concerned. So now coming to the learning aspects, it is going to, we need to give all the experiences to the machine so that it is going to generate. But we have our own experiences, we have our own observations, and we have our own creative thoughts. So these cannot be generated with AI. These cannot be replaced or generated with AI. And now compared to the speed, it may be a little bit faster, but human mind, it can think millions of views, millions of ideas in 1 second. So there is a drastic comparison when compared to a machine as far as human intelligence is concerned. Compared to the memory, it can have all the storage, but we may not have that sort of storage and information. Compared to the creativity aspects, it can create only some sort of patterns. As I said in the outcome, when I give my imagination to ChatGPT, it is going to give the outcome is different when compared to the other outcomes. And when compared to the original ideas and creative thoughts and innovations that collaborate with human mind is quite different when compared to the artificial. And it does not going to give some sort of emotional aspects. It cannot understand all these things, but we can have all the things. But the main thing that we have is that logic and intuition. So these two things we cannot give completely with rely on artificial intelligence. So these two things differ mainly when compared to the human intelligence and artificial intelligence. And other things are quite common. Empathy, we have empathy, and AI, it cannot have all the empathy. We can have the complex shortage of the problems, can have the clearance of all the problems, but AI cannot do all these things at once. And these are quite few of the comparisons that take place. At the end of the session, what I would like to give is that we cannot completely rely on artificial intelligence. We need to have a mapping model that collaborates with human intelligence. Then only the model can be accustomed, adjusted, and we can have the good outcome according to that particular model.